This week in Exploring the Black Canadian Influence, we're looking into the strong Caribbean legacy of Ontario and how it's left an indelible mark on our Canadian culture. Travel expert Natalie Preddie joins us from Toronto. Good morning, Natalie. Great to talk to you.
Good morning, Ben. Good to see you, too.
Okay, starting with history, what places do you recommend that someone should visit to know more about Ontario's Black Canadian contributions?
So we should start in Chatham at the Black Historical Society and Black Mecca Museum. And we know that Chatham was a haven for escaped slaves in the 1800s. And by 1850, this town was 1/3 Black. So if you head to this museum, you'll see that we are celebrating the thriving community and their contribution to education, business, and how they really changed the face of Southern Ontario. After that, I would recommend us heading to Uncle Tom's Cabin, which, yes, is actually thought of to be the inspiration for Harriet Beecher Stowe's novel Uncle Tom's Cabin. So the site here is called, was the Don Settlement, and it was founded by Josiah Henson, who you can see there. And he is an escaped slave and also a preacher, and he invited lots of other slaves to come there, where they started building a church, a school, and you can see all of that there when you head to that historical site. And finally, the Amherstburg Freedom Museum in Amherstburg, and that also celebrates the Black Canadian experience, and you can find a lot of information on the Underground Railroad there.
Next up, let's shift our focus to food and wine. Share your recommendations.
Yes, a favorite, of course. So Narai Cellars, and this is a wine by Steve Byfield, who is the only Black winemaker in Canada. Now, Narai is a virtual cellar, so Steve owns a bunch of vineyards, or a bunch of vines, I should say, in different vineyards across Ontario, and he makes the most beautiful wine. It's honest, it's humble, it's really everything that that wine should be about. So definitely give that a try. Then we can head to London, where there is Ocean Spice, and they create all natural spices and sauces. So we're going to have our jerk sauce. We'll have Scotch bonnet, salt. We'll have lots of fabulous Jamaican foods that they will cater, and it's all small batch and all local. And then finally, one of my personal favorites in Toronto, Little Jamaica, that's Eglinton West. You can head down there for some classic Jamaican Caribbean dishes, some Jamaican grocery. I remember going there as a kid to stock up and go back to Cambridge with all of our favorite foods. And that's, you know, one of Toronto's favorite places for Caribbean food.
Okay, so Natalie, we've done history, food, and wine. Talk to me about arts and culture.
All right, so let's start off in Guelph, at the Gallery of Guelph. They have an exhibit there by Sandra Brewster, and this is called Token. And she's taken artifacts from people of Caribbean descent and really looked at the themes of migration, memories, and familial bonds there, which is very exciting. If you get a chance to look at it, I'd highly recommend checking it out. And then Caribbean Tales, which is, of course, a Caribbean International Film Festival. And this has been going on for 15 years now. So this really celebrates and explores emerging and established Caribbean filmmakers and helps tell their stories and helps them really amplify their voices in the film community.
Natalie, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. All great tips, and we'll talk to you really soon.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.